Guys, what have you always wanted to ask girls? What have you always wondered about but were too shy to ask? What are some of the secrets women are interested in? How do pregnancies feel? Is it like carrying a backpack on the chest? Is the baby pulling down? Does it block ways of sitting? This can vary among women and which stage of pregnancy they are in. At first, you might not feel anything, or your pelvis might feel really tender and kind of bloated. At a certain point, you can start to feel movement inside. When the baby is small and has space to move around, it might feel like a flutter. After the baby is bigger and space in the uterus decreases, it can feel like getting poked and prodded from the inside. This can make the pregnant woman feel happy and reassured, but also sometimes uncomfortable. Sometimes the baby will kick you in the ribs or push into your back. You could compare it to carrying a backpack, but imagine that the backpack is inside your body. After a certain point, it does feel like the baby is pulling down on your body, especially if the belly sticks out a lot. Being pregnant can make different physical positions uncomfortable, but again, it depends on the person and the stage of pregnancy. How can you walk on those 10 feet tall high heels and not break your ankles? Practice is very important, but also place your feet closer together when you walk. Try to keep them in line with the center of your body and almost directly in front of each other. This will help your center of balance. Keeping good posture and having your shoulders back will also help with balance. Don't try to walk heel to toe like you normally would. You have to walk on the ball of your foot, like when you tippy toe. Lastly, you have to be mindful of not letting your ankle roll to the side. Closed-toe and boot-style heels have the most ankle support, so I recommend these to start out source. I'm a stripper who wears 6 to 9 inch heels regularly. I really want to know, does the first time having sex actually hurt? I'm a guy that always wanted to know. Yes, it did. I felt it for a few days after. But it doesn't hurt for all women, so the true answer is that it depends. No, it depends on how the sex goes. If our partner is super gentle and super sweet, and you guys are on a mutual understanding of how you want the first time to go, it's a blessing. Especially if you chose to wait a while to have it. Not talking about marriage here. Mine was literally straight out of a heaven, like a choir of angels coming down, a very beautiful thing, and I didn't hurt at all. It can, for a couple different reasons. First, as others have said, the hymen, if it is there, will make it hurt. Second, for sex in general, women are less likely to feel pain if they are into it and not nervous, because when you are calm and enjoying it, you get more wetness and your vaginal wall expands more. When it's someone's first time, they may be nervous or worried, so they may not get as turned on, and it will hurt more. Does penis size actually matter to y'all? It's like boob size. A vocal minority cares a lot. The rest is just happy with what is there. Not really. What really decides how enjoyable sex is for women is if the guy cares about her having fun. From my and my friends' experiences, 90% just care about themselves and think of a woman as just someone to make them come who doesn't feel any enjoyment during sex. And because those guys are usually horrible at it, they feel validated when their girlfriends keep turning down sex. It's completely different to be with a man that focuses on your needs, and if someone does that, size really doesn't matter at all. If you learn how to please a woman in different ways, you really don't have anything to be insecure about. How do I differentiate between a woman flirting with me and just complimenting me? If she's at work, just assume she's not flirting. She might be, but it's way more likely that she's not, and it's just too messy and awkward. So don't hit on batistas or bartenders or cashiers. Compliments aren't stretched out for long periods of time unless you're in a relationship. People usually give 1 or 2 compliments, then continue the conversation. While flirting will be part of most of the conversation. Last summer, I was outside doing something, and I complimented a passing guy on his Deadpool shirt, then went inside my house. 5 minutes later, dude knocks on my front door to ask me if I was flirting with him, and that he wouldn't be mad if I was. Like, my guy, I said, "nice shirt," and walked away. How is that even close to flirting? What can we do when you're on your period? Like, I'd love to help, but is chocolate and ibuprofen the best way? Be kind and understanding. Chocolate and painkillers is cool too, but ask for specifics because some people have a preference for salty over sweet or acetaminophen over ibuprofen. Make an effort where you can to help out more around the house if you live together. Hell, even if you don't live together, if my BF offered to come over and help me with cooking cleaning while I was on my period, I'd be swooning into his arms. Get me KFC because I feel like a caveman, but I don't want to cook or do the dishes. Do the chores, BC, I'm sleeping all weekend. Bring me the cat, I need a fluffy. Basically treat her like she's sick. Just do stuff for her so she can rest. Also, food may seem gross except for that one food you're craving. Not embarrassed to ask this, but since women are giving their honest opinions, how do y'all feel about being attracted to guys who are balding bald at a young age? 20 to 25. Does it make a big difference to you? In my experience, women's attraction to men is frequently relative to his personality. In other words, a sort of ugly guy who is sweet, funny, considerate, he becomes super hot and desirable. A really handsome guy who acts like an asshole. None of the handsome matters anymore. He's completely unattractive no matter what his face looks like. It can be hard to get someone to stick around past the first impression, I'm sure, but guys shouldn't resign themselves to, "I'm not Chris Hemsworth, so no woman will ever want me." Trust me, if it came out tomorrow that Hemsworth is a piece of shit, every woman I know would lose all interest in him. Meanwhile, I've seen women raving over the crow's feet and pudgy tummy of a guy they like. Be kind and someone will absolutely want you. What's a sign that you like a guy? I'll ask him questions that make him talk about himself, his hobbies, his dreams, and his silly side. My goal is to really get to know him and make it less about me. If I'm talking to him in person, I'll fidget and talk with my hands a lot while trying to avoid eye contact, because I'll get shy if we lock eyes for too long. I'll brush my hair behind my ear while biting my lips when he's talking. Didn't realize I did this till a friend pointed it out. I always blush when he compliments me, even if it's a simple compliment or one I hear a lot from others. It feels extra special from him. I'll definitely ask for hugs from him anytime I get. If I'm texting him when I can, I'll add good morning, good night, drive safely, welcome back home, and small little stuff like that. I'll always answer within a few seconds so I don't forget to message him. If I don't get back to him, I'll send a quick explanation like, "Sorry, I got off of work," or stuff like that, then continue whatever we're talking about. The text messages become letters. I'll ask to call instead or to meet up when we can because I want to hear his voice. Or in some cases, I'll just straight up ask if he's single, usually when I'm more comfortable and he hasn't gotten the hint or seems unsure on what to do. This is coming from an introvert. It is really possible that after being friends for years, a female friend can become romantically interested in me. How does it happen, and what I need to do to make it happen? Happened to me. He was my classmate, and one day I dreamt about him, and after that I just started to look at him differently. That dream made me have a crush on him for a few months. How does it feel to hug another woman? Do your breasts squish against each other's? Do you align the hug so that you get your hugger's breasts between your own? What's it like? Either it's squishing those boobs, they're usually soft, they can take it, unless you're going for a bear hug, or you turn slightly to the side so only minor squishing is done, or you adjust your height like cheese stick boxes said. Why usually girls don't make the first move on men? Well, it would be easier a lot for guys who are shy. Maybe it's social norms. Men are expected to make the first move, and if they don't, it means they are not interested. That's true, like we are humans. Girls are shy too as well as men. Like, guys are scared of asking out, and girls are scared that, what if he is not interested? There should be an easy way. What does it feel like to have breasts? Get fat and find out. How do you feel rejecting a guy? Depends on the guy. If he's acting weird or gross towards me, I just feel annoyed and relieved once they leave me alone. If they are a nice guy and I like them as a person but just don't feel an attraction, then I feel bad and a little sad because I don't want to hurt their feelings. What's your opinion on men with glasses? I love men with glasses. I find they either make them look cute, like in a nerdy, easily flustered way, or they look very mature and distinguished, like he'd have great taste in literature. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.